that's a tough one because, at the same time, I feel the media is such a big part of our sport and such a very big key for our sport and for us as fighters. But some people don't care about that. Some people don't want to be in the limelight. Some people don't care about being in the spotlight.
It is a big stage, and there's a lot of things, like, I don't know if maybe he was anticipating everything that goes along with being a fighter, and it is an entertainment industry, so you have to be able to commit to those things. But we don't know what he was going through to make him miss those fights. We don't really know. So
being a professional athlete is part of the business that's how we get paid. It's from the fans, essentially. The fans pay all the money, and UFC pays us, and without that circle of life, we wouldn't be getting paid. So in that aspect, you have to do it.
But do your job, have fun with it. You're gonna eventually, whether you say I'm just here to, whatever you know where I'm going with this. If you want out that bad, then what's the point? You knew this coming into it.
Some people don't like that, and I respect that. I can see why not. It gets in the way of training, it gets in the way of weight cutting. Although media is very important for our sport, it can become a hassle at times. Dealing with it.
But I understand. Everybody has different personalities. The guy might have anxiety behind the camera. He doesn't really care about all this. He likes to fight. He's like a true fighter at his core. He wants to get in there. He doesn't care if it's in a bar or wherever. He just wants to fight somebody, get punched, and beat somebody up. I don't even care if he gets paid. He said, I think in several fights, you guys pay me way too much money for this stuff. I just like fighting people.
I can understand how like some fighters don't really want to put their feelings and like their personal stuff out there to be marketed. I can understand that a lot. But also, like, the way I look at it is that everybody has certain parts of their job that they don't like. Everybody on the planet, like, even if it's your dream job, there's things that you don't like. So, like, in essence, everybody does have to kind of suck it up, But I say that if he's willing to pay the fines that come along with it, then yeah, there are ways to opt out of doing the things that you don't want to do. You just have to pay the consequences for it, Obviously, they're not going to, like, drop him from the card. They might fine him, and if he's willing to accept that, then I say more power to him.
Well, I suppose it's to each his own. I think that maybe they're just not looking at the full picture. It's like not every job is going to be perfect, and that's just the part of it. For me, I don't mind it. I think it's a great part of it. I like to be able to reach out. I like for the fans to be able to know who I am, to be able to identify it. It doesn't bother me at all. But even if it did, I still think I'd understand the importance of that. You know what I mean? That the fans are the ones that come and show up and pay for the pay-per-view. They pay for their tickets to come and watch us fight. And the reason that they do that is not just because we fight. It's because a lot of times they're invested in us. They make their own personal investments in who they like and who they don't like, and based on the interviews that we give and what we're about, what we stand for. And there's different kinds of people. Diaz is going to attract a different kind of person that I'm going to attract, and McMahon's going to attract. If nobody gave her interviews and she wasn't able to talk about her accomplishments in wrestling, maybe there's a lot of people that wouldn't identify with that. So it is an important part of the job. I don't mind it, but I think that everyone should understand that it's a necessity and just suck it up and do it.